All right, Coach, if you want to just start us off with an opening statement. Third win in 5 days. A lot of games in a few days.
Yes, as you said, it was our third game in 5 days, and really proud of the way the team competed. And we continue to work hard and just grow together, and I like the improvement we're steadily showing.
Coach, talk about this team. Today, you all got to a quick start, and it just never dropped off, no matter who came into the game.
Yeah, I liked our focus today. I thought, again, from the holiday season, being able to come out and be prepared for a game mentally. I think our team is working on that aspect and doing a really good job right now with that. Again, like the way that we compete, the way we competed today.
Second half, sometimes when teams get up by 20 or 30 points, focus becomes a big thing. For whatever reason, this team, as you mentioned, this team is starting to grow down to the point to where, okay, we need to maintain, stay consistent, and then finish the game.
Yeah, I think we know we have a lot to learn still, and I think this is a very humble group of people. We are talented, but we know that there are a lot of areas that we have to improve on, and I think that ability to self-evaluate has helped us stay hungry.
Erica, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
When you needed to gather the group and make stops, especially in the second half when it was, I don't know whether it was a hiccup or just everybody was kind of like all over the place, and Coach didn't have to call the timeout. That was the big thing. Just talk about that little exchange in the second half.
Honestly, I mean, we kind of know what we need to do. There was a lot of hiccups that we had during the game. Even if you just don't look at the score, we knew that there were things we still need to work on. So even if we did get a bucket on one end, we knew we still had improvement. So I think it's evident in our practice every day on the court when people aren't watching that we know what we're capable of. So even in the game, if we get points sometimes, we still know there's more that we can do. So I think everyone collectively knew that okay, we're scoring, but there's more we can do and we can pick it up. We know our level and we know what we want. So yeah.
Swayze. You were putting up points. That is how you pronounce it, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. You got to be sure. All right, because you may be doing a couple more of these before season's over. Let's talk about your contribution today.
It's really based off my team. I think over the past this Thanksgiving holiday, we've really come together as a team in games and working through adversity. And we've been working on transition and kick aheads in practice. And so it's all to my team looking for me. It's been really fun to play with them.
Is there anything else that either one of you all can contribute to today's play, especially in the fourth quarter when you all just ran your offense and you looked out for stay within the game itself and not look beyond?
I mean, in the fourth quarter, we just tried to match that intensity that we had in the first half. People get tired legs, but that's not an excuse for us. I think we just really wanted to try to keep that defensive intensity, and we still have work to do on trying to maintain it throughout the whole game, and consistency is a big thing that we're going to have to work on because we know what goals we want, and we can tell during the game if we're meeting those goals. So I think fourth quarter, we just kept reiterating it. The bench did a great job of reiterating it too, and of course Coach Langley. Yeah.
Coach, basically extend on that, expound on that. You definitely need a coach to keep that race, because you can't let them get around and you can't let them go off base.
Well, we have great leadership, and she's absolutely right. Our bench is very high IQ. I mean, this is a team that's incredibly smart, and everyone brings something to the table, and every voice, that takes the opportunity to lead and can make a difference. And so, really proud of the leadership that our bench had today.
Coach, just the bench unit over the last week or so has really just provided such a huge spark for you as teams deeper than ever before. If you just want to touch on how important that is going forward to making a late season run, that's going to come in handy at the end of the season.
Yeah, well, first I want to compliment our veterans because they've really embraced our younger players and the depth that we have. And like Haylee said earlier, just wanting to play with one another and using that depth to our advantage. And so they've really taught them well, embraced them well. And again, our freshmen have played fearless and really come in and worked incredibly hard. And so I think you see the the added depth will benefit us as we go forward, the way the team is meshed together.
Coach, volleyball went on a 15-game win streak this year, and
no pressure.
Y'all are right. Y'all are at 4 now. I mean, does it feel like this is the start of more?
Yeah, well, it's funny because we just talked about this as a team the other day. You know, I say this, I'm sure you've heard other coaches say it, it's really true with our team, is it does not matter, the win and the loss doesn't matter because we know what we're capable of. And so there have been games that we have won that we have not played well in, and that we've had to learn a lot from, and that we really almost felt like a loss. And then there have been games that we've really battled in that maybe we turned up with a loss and we just knew we needed to execute a little bit better. And so for us, it's about the process. You know, how are we doing on the defensive end of the floor? How are we doing on the offensive end of the floor? How are we doing with our leadership, execution, those kinds of things. So I like where we're headed in that aspect, that we understand that the process is more important at this time of the year especially.
I noticed, Haylee, there was a time in the third quarter where you came up to grab the ball on an inbounds pass, and then Erica, you came and sort of overtook the inbounds pass, and it just seems like both of y'all were trying to take the ball off the floor. You're both trying to be aggressive. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I mean, yeah, I think maybe that's just a habit that I do. Need to work on it. But no, I think we're just always trying to push it in transition. So whoever can take it out as quick as possible, sometimes you're going to be competing against your own teammate to take the ball out, because transition is a big part of our offense. So I think that was just an example of us just trying to push.
Haylee, can you talk a little bit about being aggressive, especially in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I think it's very important, especially towards the end of the game when you're fatigued and you have to fight through that. And I think we worked on that throughout the game and got better at that as a team, and you really see that it helps finishing a game and just being aggressive, because like transition is a big part of who our team is, and so if we're able to be aggressive, then we can be successful.
Awesome. Thank you all.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.